Sarah, Tim, hey, congratulations for the new series, Surreal Estate.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
I just simply love all these series on SYFY, and this is another one to watch. But we have to hear it from you. Is what initially drew you to be part of this series? Ladies first.
I mean, number one, him. After I read the script and then knowing he was a part of it, that was sold for me. But even before I knew that Tim was attached, the script alone, I don't know whether you felt this, but I read the pilot before, like, during the audition process, and I just thought this is so much fun. It was such an interesting script. It was captivating. It had so much going on, and I just thought, like, whoever gets to do this is really lucky, because this character is really interesting and the world is really interesting, and it was really the writing. The very first hook was the script.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I got that first script and I said, this is just so unique.
Yeah.
And whoever gets to do this is so
Yeah.
lucky. When I found out you were the co-star again, I was so happy to do it. And also that it was on SYFY, because I just think SYFY does sci-fi better than anybody, because our show is so sci-fi.
Yeah.
And I mean, in the
it
sense of
is.
SYFY, the network, because it's got the right mix of humor with the scares. You know, like, I love Chucky, but Chucky's, as scary as it is, it's also funny.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it good. So that's the recipe that I think really also drew me to it, was that there's some humor in the absolute horror when you can find it. And I love those moments. They're really fun to play too.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that I love this genre of, supernatural, horror, fantasy, and so on. Tim, for yourself, you're no stranger to this. What was it like to come back to this genre? And then Sarah, I think this is a brand new industry for you. So go ahead, Tim.
Very much so.
It's my favorite. I mean, who didn't? I mean, I became an actor because I just didn't want to grow up. I just want to play, literally. And that's what we do in SYFY. You get to do that because there's nothing funner than being chased around with a green tennis ball on a pole, but you're pretending it's a hound from hell dog. And you get to play these things in real life as a grown-up. It's so fun. It's just the best job ever. SYFY, I highly recommend it to everybody.
Yeah, I was, like you said, I was brand new to SYFY, and I think that was what was so intriguing to me too, because it was so different than anything that I've gotten to do in the past. And as Tim was saying, you really get to let your imagination run wild, more so than pretty much anything I've ever done. The things that we have to picture that aren't there, the spaces that we're in that don't really look like much until they're doctored for. I mean, and our sets are amazing, but, like, they add stuff to it when it actually airs, and all of the special effects that happen. I mean, you're forced to revert back to your childlike tendencies of make believe. And we all have, what I find so fascinating is, like, we all have, you see what's on the page and we're all looking at, like, an X, and all of us have a different idea of what that X actually looks like, of how we've created it in our head, just like when you read a book or something and you see it on screen. So I mean, that's so incredible. And then to be able to actually watch the episode and see what they've created and go, oh, that is either nothing like what I thought it was, or exactly everything and more. It's such a fun genre.
You're so right, because those are my favorite shows that I've been on to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I try and watch everything I've been on. There's some I haven't, to be honest. But I never miss a SYFY show because they're so fun. I just know there's and then you get to see it. And it's like you said, there's added stuff. I know what it was on the day. It's two grips throwing a book at each other here. There was a string coming here with fishing line, but then you see it on the TV and it's like, oh my goodness, it's amazing. The music, it's just the best.
It really is.
Well, this is amazing conversation. Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you.
It blends the both worlds of ghost hunting and real estate. Who could complain?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.